All right. First things, Catfish doesn't want to do this interview. He's scared. He thinks I'm going to ruin his image, make him look bad.
I don't.
But he agreed to do it anyway.
You twist words. You give your shitty opinions that nobody cares about.
All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with the easiest one. Why do you love to scare me?
Scaring is awesome. Scaring is the funniest thing in the world. You can lie about a lot of emotions. You can lie about love. You can lie about hate. You cannot lie about having. That was good. Perfect example right there. That was real.
All right, next one. Are you allergic to farts?
Yes, I am. I've learned at an early age. It's actually particles of feces, and they're going in your nose, in your lungs, and in your mucous membranes. And anybody that does that around you should be stabbed.
Why? What's the deal with Sal Masekela?
We had a little beef on. I was with some girl, and she was asking me about Sal Masekela, and I kind of was. She asked me, does he ride or skateboard? And I just put it out on Twitter. I was like, can someone tell me the relevance of Sal to BMX or skateboarding? And Sal picked it up and retweeted it, called me a hater. I was like, all right, whatever. He called me a hater first, and then when he called me a herb, that's when I went in, and I started using big words like nepotism, and he didn't like that word. If you don't know what that word is, just look it up, kids. Yeah, so I looked at it as, again, I'm always trying to, make BMX better, and I just say if you want the best show possible, have somebody that's relevant to the sport. There's a million people out there that can do that job better than him. I'm not saying me at all. I mean, I could, but I'm happy with my gig, but I got, tons of people out there that got families to feed, and they can do that job way better than him, and they've paid the price. They got scars on their shins. Let those dudes get paid.
Give me the quick version of why I, as a random BMXer, should care about Trish.
Trish. What's a Trish? Why are you doing this?
What's a Trish? What's a Trish?
Just a random BMXer. I guess the easiest way I can put it is, we got something cool in BMX. Our life is freaking cool, and you're gonna see people that come along that want to be a part of that. And the question you always have to ask yourself is, what is the reason and what is their benefit in becoming a part of this? Is it because they want to make money off it? Is it because they want to hook up with BMXers? What is the reason? There's people like her out there that basically just came on the scene, associate themselves with certain riders, and try and ride the coattails of those riders' accomplishments. And she just happens to be like a trainer or like a medic that is actually going out and calling and getting in touch with different contests and saying, hey, I'm from the States, you should fly me over. And these contests are like, oh yeah, heck yeah. And when they have perfectly competent medical staff there, and it's just, I look at that as there's, that's two riders that could have had the opportunity to go to Europe, and she's taken that from them. Riders. And she's just a bad person, and I want a piano to fall on her.
All right. For someone like me who's never personally experienced this, what is it actually like to have sex with a man?
I don't know what you're talking about. That's you would know that.
How flustered he is.
I'm not flustered. I'm flustered because this whole house smells like gay sex. It's I feel uncomfortable being here anyway. That's where that question came from.
Enough of that. That was a joke. Right. Why did you want to fool the world into thinking that Drew Bezanson looped Louisville?
He did.
All right. Next one. If a colostomy bag was not enough to make you stop wanting to have sex with someone, what is enough?
First off, it wasn't a colostomy bag. She had to give herself kidney dialysis. Okay, you got it. Okay, this is what you wanted. You got it. Damn it, Adam. Long story short, there's this really cute girl that this was years ago. This is probably 5 years ago. Really cute girl that I met at a show. We had some drinks back at the hotel. Things were getting heated. She stops me and she says, I have something to tell you. And she ended up having, she was in a gnarly car accident, and she had a kidney dialysis bag. And she had to give herself dialysis.
This is funny to you.
And that's funny to him. I mean, I still...
Why do I even know what the story is? Why did you tell me? Because you thought that I would empathize with this retard?
Well, no, we had. I thought we were having a moment
Oh.
because you were telling me he was telling me the poop water story. Can I tell the poop water story about him? He wants to put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, all the
Ask him
kids
about
on
the
the
poop water.
internet.
Ask
No,
him
I'm
about
not
the
going to
poop water.
ask him about the
You can
poop
ask
water.
him. I'll tell him.
Okay, kids, this is your god right here. Here, tell him your.
All right, eighth grade. One of my friends, fucking, we're hanging out, and I had a cup of half full of water, and somehow this came up as like a dare or something. I don't remember exactly how it happened,
Bullshit. You
but
did it by
basically,
yourself.
I pulled my pants down, farted into the cup, lifted it to my face, smelled the fart, and then pounded the water. It was half a cup of water, and it smelled like farts, and we were all messed up one night. He gets me to tell the story, and he was like, "What did it taste like?" I was like, poop water. So
water.
he likes to say poop water.
That's like such a good insight into his life. Like, that's like a good window.
Eighth grade in 1998.
Well, you know,
in 98.
well, no, I was like setting mice on fire and watching them die. But like that again, that goes to show you like how like the paths that people choose. You know, like serial killers, hurt small animals, and what do people fart into glasses of water and drink and end up being later in life?
Okay. Okay. DK no longer selling to mail orders. Give me your brief take, and completely unbiased, since they're not paying your rent or anything. Your unbiased take on the situation.
I honestly think it's awesome. Like the thing, and any bike company will tell you that one of the things that a lot of shops always complain about it's mail order companies, because they can't really compete, because even if you set an MSRP, a lot of times with mail order companies, they're going to be given like giveaways, they're going to be given discounts, and it sucks so bad for a bike shop when a kid comes in with a bike they bought in mail order that the bike shop carries. And for years and years, bike shops have been complaining about making things more fair. And this is just one aspect of it. Like it helps DK, it helps us control the brand, because with so many people selling online, we weren't able to really get a hold of it. And now it's going back into the hands of the IBDs, and that's the that's where the catalyst for any BMX scene is. I mean, if you look at just in the States, like look at so many different parts of the country, be it New York City, be it Austin, be it here in California, Long Beach, LA area. There's shops that that's where the focus of the scene is. Like if you use a shop like Empire, that's where, or Albies, shops that like kids can go hang out at, and that's where dudes can that's where most kids have their first experience riding BMX, and so now it's going back into the hands of them, and hopefully it's going to work. I think obviously being the first company to do it, there's all eyes are on us right now, but I think when people see that it actually works, there's going to be a lot more companies to follow our footsteps.
Final question. Why did you call Chris Bennett washed up on Twitter?
I love you, Bennett. You guys would never washed up.
What's your take on that situation? Because I will say that it's a very unique thing to have a kid like Mad Dog, because you got a lot of guys like, like a Dennis Anderson or a Daniel Dares, where you don't necessarily see the unfiltered perspective, but where they kind of have like the media thing. They're saying the right thing, but it's funny seeing Mad Dog, because I don't know the kid or anything, and you were obviously his like father, and you have a pedophile relationship with him, but it's very funny seeing his actual unfiltered response on Twitter of calling Chris Bennett or whoever, like the judges were, Keith Mulligan and all those other guys were judging, washed up, and it was funny to see that, because it's like, to a 15-year-old kid or whatever, it's that's
yeah. Well, I think in that situation, I mean, if you look at it, he's 15 years old, and the world is watching him, and not to take anything away from him, like he rode awesome in that contest, but it was still funny, because that's the beauty of social networking. Like you said, it's like unbiased. There's not a publicist there to stop him. Obviously, if he had one.
So we get to see him fuck up. That's the awesome part about the internet.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say it's an
It's not World War III, but it is funny,
Yeah, it's definitely funny, and he's 15 years old. Like there was a lot on the line there, and the thing about it is, he rode his heart out. He had told me prior to that run, he said this, because he always walks me through the runs that he's going to do, And before that run, he said, this is exactly what I want to do. And then in that run, he did everything that he wanted to do, and then he still didn't get it. And it was just like, I kind of empathize with him on that. You know, I definitely thought he should have made top 10, but it is what it is. So.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time,
Can I
Zach Yankish.
can I ask Adam a question?
Yeah.
Okay, Adam, how many girls have you banged since you've been in Long Beach?
0.
What?
It was 1.
No.
He just wanted to put me on the spot. That's what I'm. He's got a girlfriend.
0. That real answer is 0.